Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Scales of the Soul. For those of you that are new here, welcome. Thanks for showing up. And for all of my beautiful returning creators, welcome back. So today we're going to get into, let's see what archetypes are surrounding you of your spiritual team, who you can kind of tap into, and what essences they bring to help you on your journey. This will be a timeless reading, so whenever it does find you is when it is meant to cross your path. As with any reading, take what resonates, leave behind what does not. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my website is linked down below in the description box, scalesofthesoul.com. I also offer some other healing modalities as well. So feel free to take a look around and see if anything calls to you. All right, so let's get into it. Let's see what archetypes the collective tuning in right now has surrounding them. Let's see what we got. Hope you guys are having a fantastic experience in life. Ooh. Let's see what we got. Ooh, the hunter. All right. We'll start with that. Interesting. What else? What else? Give me two more, Spirit. What energies coming through for the collective here? The flame. That popped out earlier when I pulled this deck out. So repeat message on that one. This is interesting. This is almost like, to me, this is giving like using your survivalist mode in the river. Yeah, a lot of nature elements. Oh, wow. That's so cool, though. Look, we got the mirror. We got the mirror of these two horses. You see them? The horsemen. Interesting. So what I'm getting right away is this sort of innate sensibility for your, I hate to use survival instinct in any sort of negative way, because this doesn't feel negative. This is almost like you are going back to your roots. These energies that are surrounding you are teaching you the voices and ways of nature. Listening to, I'm hearing the sounds of the wind, following the light from the stars, allowing certain things to guide you on your way, having this deep transcendent inner knowing of being that sort of hunter energy with very focused intention on where you'd like to go, like that tunnel vision of your prerogative, I'm hearing. But that tunnel vision of your goals, your ambition, your next step in life, stepping into a sort of an unknown territory, a new place, a new space. And maybe that's kind of what this survival instinct is it's more or less a metaphor for tuning into your higher self, tuning into your intuition, tuning into your spiritual surroundings, your guides. This flame lighting the way, lighting the new passageway into this like deep unknown space, into the sort of shadow realms almost, but more or less it's about trusting that trusting that your journey is leading you exactly where you're meant to go. They're telling me a quote that I've said, and that is, "Let your flame burn bright, leave your signature in the smoke." So always be a guiding light to people, and if they don't see the magic of your flame, the magic of your light, then your signature will be left in your smoke, in the tracks. The things that are meant for you will continue to stay by your side, and the things that aren't will fall by the wayside. Um, Maybe for some of you, candle magic is something that you should get into. If you're not already, maybe perhaps some of you are already using that for your manifestations. Candle magic is a very, very powerful spiritual practice. And that's where you take certain colors of different candles, you create either a sigil, you mark into the side, basically carve into the side, whatever it is that you are trying to manifest. And like I said, you can create various sigils through that, or you can just use words, whatever it may be. But Your guides are telling you to look, if you're trying to manifest something, if you're trying to even clear blockages, manifest abundance, manifest good fortune, good health, whatever it may be, look into some candle magic. Um, yeah, I'm getting a very mystic type of energy right here through the flame. And then we have the river. And again, this is like that self reflection. We have this beautiful black horse right here mirrored in the river, in the reflection of the waters. And it's again, it's like so much shadow aspects have been coming up in my readings lately. A lot of you have been doing that hard shadow work, but you're now stepping into this fluidity of change, of color, of learning to take your reflections and apply them now in a broader spectrum of light, a broader spectrum of understanding, um, a more colorful vision. I want to read this river card. It's really kind of pulling me to it. And maybe for some of you, like that's the artistry that also needs to come to fruition for you as well. Perhaps some of you are artists. Perhaps you need to get into some watercolor. They're showing me again, like the fluidity of the water, the colors migrating, emerging into one, like your vision now migrating, emerging into integrating into your present reality, your current reality. Uh, Vision boards as well. Some of you really just need to get out in nature, sit by running water, allow the sounds of nature to help guide you, pay attention to the animals that may come up, pay attention to the seasons, the elements. Getting a lot of alchemy through this one, alchemizing misfortune or pain or stoppages into fuel for the next aspect of your adventure. Interesting. Let's read the river here because I feel very called to. Um, the river, the stream, the flow, the current. Yeah, there we go. There's a reason so many rituals of change and rebirth take place in the river. It is forgiveness embodied in physical form. Without asking anything in return, the river washes away what is no longer necessary, smoothing over sharp edges and accepting all of our mistakes and grievances. Once we step in, we are no longer in control. The river carries us farther down the stream of transformation. Yeah, I was talking about alchemy, right? Then we plan to go. Its waters have a special gift for reflecting back to us a new and dreamlike vision. Vision board. Once the tears have passed, we see ourselves as we haven't before, with a little more lightness, grace, and fluidity. Keep in mind that you stand within the river. Uh, that you stand within the river, it is the real you, full of deep emotion and potential, nothing to hide, nothing to judge. May you drink in the sight of your true self. You can only resist the river for so long. Eventually, it will pull you toward change. So you may as well get in with style and grace. The river is emotion when you are in its current. You will know it by the bursting forth of tears, laughter, song, despair, and all emotional flow in its current. Yeah, a lot of alchemizing of energies around you. So these are the archetypes that not only are surrounding you, but they are also integrating within your being, within your experience, within your elevation, illumination, deeper understanding of yourself. Let's get some. I think I'm going to read the energies of each of these. Let's get some more depth on all of them. So let's get into it. Spirit, give me some more information on this hunter energy here. Oh, that was a terrible shuffle. Hold on, guys. Let me move these guys over a little further so we can get in here. Just trying not to make a mess here. All right, let's go. I'm hearing for some of you, that's really interesting. they're they're talking about like olfactory sensations. So perhaps there may be certain smells that are very specific to you about perhaps certain people in your life that have passed on to the other side, and they may be coming up very prevalently lately. Um, so when you do smell those similar smells that remind you either of a memory or of that person or of a moment in time, and it seems like very odd, tune into that because that is a sign from this hunter spirit, for you to pay attention, for you to listen. What did we just have? Nine of Swords. Yeah, it's kind of that rest period. Um, allowing yourself the freedom from the unknown, the freedom from any sort of challenge or mental prison. Again, like this is what this hunter energy is to me, is very much like moving with full force into the direction in which you want to go, no longer being trapped in this sort of chaos mind. And that's what this feels like. Like this horse is literally like pulling itself out of the shadows into this beautiful light. And it's, you see the clear vision, you see exactly the directive in which you're supposed to go, but there is that unknown space around it. You have to learn to trust yourself. Trust yourself. Know that this hunter is guiding you. Be the hunter, not the hunted, I'm hearing. Oh, now we got the Lovers card. Yeah, for some of you, a new partnership may be coming up. Um, Mercury. I don't know if the video paused, but it went out on my end for a second. My Wi-Fi has been a little funky lately. Okay, good. Battery's good. All right, for some of you, it may have been that kind of pause moment, that moment of like having to go into the dark depths of your soul in order um, to understand yourself even further, even deeper. So you could in turn bring in this energy of transformation. And I'm not necessarily like, for some of you, this may be a new lover. For some of you, this may even be just really attuning to yourself, balancing yourself. The Lover's card for me always represents, first and foremost, the true inner love. And I feel like that's what a lot of this transformative energy was the ability for you to find the truth, of self-love, not letting other influences or judgments or perceptions of you shift you anyway. And now you're coming out as this new form, this new radiant being that you are. And in turn, it's attracting more love. It's attracting more like-minded people into your corner. Hmm. What else? What comes after this Lover's card here for the collective, this hunter energy? Be the hunter, not the hunted. For some of you, like, you need to be the one to take initiative. If there's somebody on your mind or there's somebody that you have an interest in, take that initiative. Make the first move. Take matters into your own hand. Yeah, we have the Four of Cups here. In reverse, though. Four of Cups. You know, that can be a card of balance, balancing your emotional state, but also it can be a card of not feeling like, not seeing, basically seeing, crying over spilt milk. Easiest way I can put it. Only seeing the cups that have fallen over, only seeing the cups that have been drank with reckless abandon, and not seeing the full cup right in front of you. Um, to see the gifts, to see the beauty of the love and the profound healing that you've done for yourself, honoring that, um, bringing that into stability, into your partnerships, into your relationships, finding this peaceful serenity within yourself with the ability to calm your mind, calm your soul, to be able to self-soothe. Hmm. All right. What else, Spirit? Give me one more on this Hunter's card here. Divine Masculine, but it's in reverse. Interesting. So, yeah, that kind of goes back to I feel like this Hunter card is protecting a divine feminine energy. Um, and it's kind of allowing this divine feminine energy to rise up, be her own sort of divine masculine. Um, having the ability to be again self-sufficient, self-nurtured, self-loved, not finding not searching or seeking for external validation anymore. Healing old interpersonal wounds with self. This could come from a deep childhood wound. This could come from a father wound for some of you. Feeling like you needed some form of validation from the male counterpart or the divine masculine counterpart, rather. This doesn't even necessarily mean gender. It just means the more sort of diplomatic, analytical type mind. Um, and this is allowing you to tap more deeply into your divine feminine aspects of self because you've done that work to support yourself, to protect yourself. But by doing so, you're also now attracting the type of lover, a balanced lover that you do want. Hmm. Also, David Bowie. Maybe there's some Bowie songs that you need to hear. Maybe the name Bowie, maybe the name David. Perhaps there's a David Bowie album that there may be some lyrics in there that you really need to hear in this time. Hmm. All right. Interesting. Okay. So we got the Hunter. Let's get into this Flame. I'm just going to stack these guys behind the Divine Masculine here just because there's a little, you know what? Well, we'll do this. We'll leave you here because I like this card right here for the Hunter. Woo. There we go. All right. Let's look into this Flame card now. You know, we're going to put you over here. Okay. Spirit, what is this flame energy, this candle magic? Knight of Wands. We got Knight of Wands here in reverse. There could be a, let's see, hold on. Certain level of strength. There's another strength card that I have in a different deck, and it is a lioness and a lion on the card. And I'm getting that with this. It's like, again, the balancing of your divine masculine and feminine energies. We have the Magician on the bottom here. I'm going to take that one. This Knight of Wands is coming in with a fiery passion. You know, we got the Flame card here, doing that candle magic, manifesting with the flame, I'm hearing. Even just simply doing some meditation while sitting with the flame of a candle, quieting the mind and just watching as it burns and seeing what sort of images or music or sounds or poetry that may come through. A lot having to do with this magic. Yeah, this flame card is very much so giving me this magician energy, that magical type of spell work, that type of incantation energy. Perhaps for some of you, this Knight of Wands may even be a younger divine masculine coming in with a lot of knowledge of the esoteric realms. that could just be this energy, this archetype that is sitting with you, that's showing you the way, opening up your spiritual prerogative, I'm hearing. Um, what do we have? We have the sun, we got the moon, we got Mercury, we got Saturn energy. It's got all sorts of energies he's working with right here, but the magician is the balancer of all the elements, learning how to attune and connect with them. Yeah, now we have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. It's giving me very much the Holy Trinity type of energy. I don't know if I have enough crystals for this one, guys. This is my She-Wolf tarot deck, and there's a lot of free-spirited bodies on here. Let's see. Let me get a couple more out. But the Three of Pentacles, the ability to work with, the energies that, sorry, let me get these guys covered. The ability to work with a group, the ability to tap in and tune into your higher self, to the higher awakening, the higher source, this ascension type of energy. And this almost looks representative of like a flame at the top, igniting the fire. All of these are all illuminated here. This is giving me very top chakra. They're really focusing me in on the green here. So for some of you, like this heart opening is happening through this candle magic, through this flame. This could even, I'm hearing twin flame. This could be that type of journey for some of you. But this change of pace, this magic, this ascension is opening your heart space, is transforming all of your chakras, really. Attuning to that which is unseen, to the magic of life. Again, the ability to like transcend, to look at the higher aspects of self, looking to your spiritual team. It's interesting too, because this flame is also mirroring this with the pyramid type shape here. Perhaps some Egyptian mythology may be also something that you should be looking into as well. There may be some very strong messages through Egyptian lore that may resonate, may even give you a new light, a new directive, a new deeper understanding. I'm hearing Kairos, but Chiron as well, the wounded healer, Chiron. Perhaps for some of you, you are going through your Chiron placement right now, the wounded healer, learning how to, again, be the hunter, not the hunted type of energy. This is a very interesting read. I don't usually read this way, but I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I also just really feel like, yeah, some of you are going to have this sort of younger, eccentric, divine masculine energy enter your life. That is going to sort of be the ignition to your spiritual center, to your spiritual awakening, to your spiritual transcendence, transformation. You may be very spiritual yourself, but you're about to meet an equal counterpart that just really opens up your mind and your perception to a whole different field of magic. And it's going to work really fast when you guys work together. When your energies have like finally do meet, the magic that the two of you create is going to be otherworldly. That's really exciting. Good for you guys. I love that. Let's see. We're going to pop these guys over here. And let's get this river card going. What do we need to hear about this river card? All right, Spirit. What do you got for the river? We got the Hermit card in reverse, though. Yeah, you're coming out of the shadowy realms. We'll show you it upright. This is such a cool Hermit card. I love this. That's something I would rock. Anyways, you're coming out of the shadows into the light. Like, you are transforming. You're choosing to see that the light within and without. For a lot of you, because you've gone through this transformative dark night of a soul, you tend to be the sacred space holder for people that are going through it, because you understand the alchemy of it. You understand the power of it. You are both. You are the dark and the light. We all are. But again, it just depends on which one you want to focus on more. You can allow the shadows and the darkness to create this mystery about you. But the more you integrate those into the light, the more you attract that light type of energy towards you. This is giving me very caduceus symbol. Anytime I see two snakes together, they really remind me of the caduceus symbol, the medical symbol with the two snakes intertwining. And that's about healing. That's about communication. It's a symbol of the god Hermes, which is also represented by Mercury, and Mercury is all about communication. It's the symbol of the healers. We also have the Eye of Horus down here, which is about protection, health. Yeah, it's a symbol of protection. Sorry, I just totally zoned out into a whole they just played a whole film strip for me. Perhaps film is something that's really resonant with you guys. It can also be an offering, representative of like an offering or the restoration after being damaged, because Horus lost his eye in battle. So it was later on restored by Thoth and became a symbol of healing and protection. So don't lose your vision. It's kind of this reflective energy right here, right? Like, don't lose your vision. And also with the hunter, that precision, right? That narrowed in focus. Don't lose your vision. Keep this colorful spectrum, this fluidity. Interesting. Okay, what else do we have, Spirit? This is one of my favorite tarot decks, and I don't really use it on here very often. She-Wolf. I don't use it on here often just because there's a lot of, like I said, free-spirited representations of the female body. But it is one of my favorite decks. It's just something else. Something else here. All right. Whoa. Okay. We got the Knight of Swords. It's interesting too, because this Knight of Swords, almost they have the same pants on as the Magician right here. But the Knight of Swords is like, it's creating that bridge between the earthly realms and the spiritual realms. Knowing that you have the ability to reach it, but don't let Saturn, the god of karma and law, to keep you bound to a certain karma. Take the bridge to transformation. Knight of Swords can also represent quick communication, which I feel like this interlinking between the magician and this gentleman on this card. Quick communication with the magical spirit team, the realms beyond. With this type of younger, I'm telling you, a younger masculine energy is about to come in and rock your world, I'm hearing. Shift your whole perspective of life, of partnerships. It's going to be it's going to feel very familiar, this energy. Like you guys have known each other for lifetimes, and there perhaps could be some past life experiences that you've had with this soul. It's going to feel, yeah, just very familiar when this energy does step in. And that's interesting. It may not even be, it may be just simply a spirit guide that you meet. It may not actually be in this physical reality for some of you. So if you're really deeply into your meditation and you're connecting with your spiritual team, this may be a new spiritual guide that comes forward for you. Okay. What else do we have with this river here? I might do more readings like this. This is kind of fun. I should start doing pick a cards. Do you guys think I should do pick a cards? Comment down below. Let me know. Also, if you haven't already, please hit that like button and subscribe down below. It really helps me continue to grow this channel. I appreciate all of your support. We're slowly growing and it feels really good. I just want to be able to connect with as many people that, we can, keeping creating this community. What do we have? We have the moon here in reverse. There's those pants again, you guys. We got those pants again. Hold on. Wait, did that want to be reverse? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to cover this really quick. Oh, we got those pants again. This person may even come in in striped black and white pants. If you can't tell, I'm partial to black and white. Again, this goes back though to this like hermit energy, the balance of the shadow and light, the contrast. This moon energy, this is very, very sort of hermetic, esoteric type knowledge. I'm going to read this one from the book. We also have peace lilies here coming forward. She's also looks like she's pregnant, but it's a pentacle. I don't know which Hebrew symbol that is, but we're going to read the book for this one. Which I usually don't do with the moon card because usually it's pretty specific on what it means. But these cards, like I said, they're very alchemized, which is what this river card was giving me. And we got those pyramids again, that Egyptian lore. All right, let's read from the book on this one. What does the moon have to say here? Let's find it. Pisces, keys, shadows, path, testing, light, dark. Hold on. For some of you, like your words, you may be getting tripped up on your words a little bit. All right, let's see. The moon is illustrated here by the ancient Egyptian god Hathor, who represents feminine power, creation, and joy. She is surrounded by calla lilies, symbolizing resurrection beyond the dark night. What did I say? She holds in front of her a disc with the 19th letter of the Hebrew alphabet. Quoth? Quoth? Okay, guys, don't come at me. Qoph, which is the destroyer of illusions. She sits on a spiral void, an element of chaos and unpredictability. But it's in reverse. So let's see. We may be lost in the labyrinth of the underworld. We may continue to reject and shun the aspects of ourselves to the point of panic and self-destruction. What did I say, guys? Like integrating both sides, no longer allowing those types of languages to control you. If we find ourselves facing our shadow, the best thing we can do is breathe into it and give it a smile. Alchemize it. There's a lot to be said for manifesting friendly energies, even with the most unpleasant parts of who we are. And the mantra, my shadow needs love too. You know what? I'm also going to read the illuminated side of this because I feel like there's more of a message in that for you. And I kept wanting to put it upright. So that, again, I think, you know what? We're going to do that because you can also change your perspective. You can change how you view things. You can change energies. You can shapeshift. You can alchemize them. So he who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself does not become a monster. And if you gaze long into the abyss also gazes back into you. One of my favorite quotes by Nietzsche. And Nietzsche comes to mind when considering the moon. With this card, we are being tested. We are taken far beyond the light of the star into the darkest night. What we find here, we usually strive to avoid the shadow self. And all of its manifestations lay there. In the shadow, precisely because we don't like it, we are ashamed of it. If we become afraid along the journey, we can remind ourselves of the simple fact that the shadow is simply part of us that needs a little love. We can afford it that. We can give it that space. It is our judgment of it that makes it bad or scary when really it just simply is. And that's the whole thing about shadow work, guys, is shadow work is quite literally the kind of the aspects of ourselves that we keep very protected. We keep hidden, the vulnerable aspects of ourselves, the traumas, the pains, the hardships that we've gone to, the hurt. But through the shadow is quite literally the key to our highest potential, our highest healing, the most radical shifts we can make within our lives in order to evolve, in order to transcend and create this fluidity, this power of color, this mirroring, this reflection, this illuminated light, this aura basically that surrounds us. So no longer sitting in this darkness, choosing to allow your and shapeshift your aura to be the radiant, beautiful aspect of yourself that you truly are. Sitting in these peaceful lilies, right? Ooh, I love that. I love these cards. I'm so sad. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't taken you out in so long, but you are. You're in this transformative stage. I'm going to cover this guy. And interesting choices here, right? You got the Magician, the Lovers, and the Hermit. Let's get some cards on those three archetypes now as well. We're going to go here, and then we'll close it out. Let's see. Give me, let me get 3 cards, Spirit, of the interlinking of these 3 archetypes, the Magician, the Lovers, and the Hermit. These cards are very stiff. This is a cool reading, guys. I know I say that more often than not, but like I just love reading. It's just so it's such a cool place for spirit to illustrate, right? For spirit to be able to illustrate their messages into images. I love it. All right. So let me get 3 cards on the connection of the Magician, the Lovers, and the Hermit. 1. Oh, we got 2 behind here. Reciprocity and 1. I'm going to, we'll take 1 more. Fine. I love that though. Loving all this red energy here too. The root chakra really, really rooting into you. Withstanding the sands of time is coming forward right now. Having a gentleness with yourself, a delicateness. Reciprocity. Standing strong in your truth and your beauty, in just your pure essence of self. But reciprocity, having all 3 of these energies interlinking with one another, working together. Compassion. These are great cards to be ending with. I love this. And again, we have that pyramid essence. So yeah, like I said, for some of you, oh here, we'll throw compassion. It's a sigil if anybody wants to see it. Perhaps this is the sigil. I'll hold it up if you want to take a screenshot, but perhaps this is the sigil that you should be using in your candle magic. Compassion. Compassion for yourself, compassion for those around you. That's wild. Does this look like it's shifting back behind you, like it's actually moving to you guys? Because it looks like it is to me. Like the card is changing colors. Do you see that? Or is it just me? Can you guys see that? Comment down below. Let me know if you can see that. That's wild. Okay. Like this honestly looks like it's like active behind it. That fluidity, like it's almost watercolor behind it. That's I don't know if you guys can see that. Maybe it's just my eyes, but it literally looks like it's alive. Anyways, perhaps this is the sigil that you should be using in your candle magic, the compassion. Um, yeah, reciprocity, this oneness, bringing all of these elements of self, the self love within the hermit mode, and alchemizing it into this magician, into this magic. I want to read the one card from the book for you guys. Maybe more. We'll see. Maybe I'll read compassion as well. Maybe all of them. We'll see. Um, One. You learn by reading, but understand by love. Ubuntu is a Nguni Bantu term that recognizes the interconnectedness of humanity. I am because we are, or humanity towards others, begs us to remember that the nature of our humanness is inextricably linked. Oftentimes, we search for answers where we forget how much we already know, simply by looking within. We can be reminded of the interconnectivity that we all have with one another. Once we connect this consciousness, and I asked for a card to connect them all, right? This consciousness and drop an absolute into absolute harmony, the answers will rise. The connection that we have with nature, humanity. That's kind of what I've been saying. And with everything, consciousness is one. Remember your power and deep connection to everything and everyone. Allow that awareness to shine. I love that. All right, let's just read all of them. Why not? Reciprocity. It's so funny. I said the word, I was talking to a friend of mine the other day and I said the word reciprocity as she's literally texting me right now. That is wild. Anyways, reciprocity came up in a conversation. She's like, I don't know if I've ever actually heard that word. Like I know what it means, but like I don't think I've ever heard somebody use it. That's wild. She literally, as I said that, just texted me. And I see her like maybe 2 times a year. Wild. Anyways, confirmation. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. When you switch from a paradigm of self serving to that of helping others, success, value, and purpose will most always follow you in direct response to the goodwill that you offer to the world. When you enter into this ideal, you inspire the energy of reciprocity, which is a cycle of positive action and an exchange of kindness, begetting even more kindness. Even something that may seem mundane, like inputting numbers into a spreadsheet day in and day out, when offered with the intention to serve, shifts into something meaningful. Even something as simple as helping someone with their groceries, opening a door, or offering assistance, what may feel a small way can have a big impact on somebody's life. Um, selflessness withstands the test of time. Every life you touch creates a potential for more kindness to emerge. I've talked about this in some of my other readings, but through quarantine, I used to do group meditations online to kind of create community. And I had a sort of tagline of keep kindness contagious. And I would always ask, just pay it forward. I didn't, it was just more or less like something to do for people to create community, but pay it forward, do something nice for a stranger, make somebody else smile. Um, Reciprocity comes in response to new cycles. You'll inspire through acts of loving kindness. Every bit of impact you make in your life matters. There is no use in comparing yourself to others when it comes to your own acts of kindness and how you choose to give back to the world. There are great souls all over the planet who are changing lives, helping others, planting trees, regenerating the environment, and we will never know their names. Their greatness is measured by the weight of their actions and the ripple impact, not by the size of their social media and following. Okay. And then let's look up this compassion. I'll let you guys hear this last one, and then we are gonna close out. Compassion is an action word with no boundaries. And that was from Prince. We got Prince and we got Bowie out here. Okay, let's go, music. Kings of the music world. The etymology of the word compassion stems back to the Latin word compati, which translates to suffer with. A modern definition of the word sympathetic consciousness of others' distress together with a desire to alleviate it. Buddha identified suffering as one of the Four Noble Truths, his teachings. In viewing compassion as a spiritual practice, it is our conscious empathy for other suffering because of our awareness of our own degree of suffering. That's this little intertwining, right? This caduceus type of energy here. That brings us closer to our shared humanity. None of us are impervious to experiencing pain as we grow through life. It is an inevitable and inherent part of our human condition and experience. With a healing that can come with acceptance and understanding, a fluency of the greater feeling can be found. And then they give us a meditation practice. I'm going to let you guys, if you want, here's a screenshot that you can use with your candle magic and that sigil. So go ahead and screenshot that if you want. This may be a good place to start. And the mantra: I am happy, I am healthy, I am at peace, I am free. You are happy, you are healthy, you are at peace, and you are free. We are now liberated from our suffering. Once blind, now we can truly see. And it's on page 55, the number of change added together and the number of completion. All right, guys, I am going to close this out now. What a different approach to reading. I kind of really enjoyed this. Let me know down below if you did. And if you haven't already, please hit that like button and subscribe. I appreciate you being here, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.